fell asleep there, waiting on y'all to get here. All right. Ouch. D-Ray Cruz here, your Life Applications Officer. Where do I want to put this one? I'm going to talk to, I don't know who I'm going to talk to. It's either going to go, I don't know where I want to put this, but it's going on one of these channels. Okay? Going on one of these channels. Waiting on my dasher to get here. Taco Bell. Don't want to miss them because they be screwing up my order. My day off. My day off. My day off. My day off. You better be on your best behavior. You better be here. You better like. You better share. You better subscribe. You better leave a comment because today's my day off. I'm going to leave a comment. You better leave one. I like comments, even if they're argumentative, even if you being a bad boy or girl. I like comments. Don't spit it out. I don't care. First off, I don't know even what title this. First off, just because a woman knows how to wear her makeup and her hair and wear clothes that make her look classy, that doesn't make her a high maintenance woman. It doesn't make her a high value woman. Okay? It just means that, you know, she knows how to get her man. But keeping a man, that's a totally different thing. Keeping a man is a totally different thing. And my problem with women is that they use the fact that men are willing to accept the fact that they are the leaders and they are responsible. They have to be accountable and make sure that their woman is taken care of. They use that to say that a man has to have so many figures, you know, he has to make so many figures, he has to have a lot of money, he has to be, I was just watching a video, I can look it up if you want me to, but it ain't necessary. This guy was talking, and I'm surprised because this guy was tall, muscle-bound man, and he agreed, he looked like he can get any girl he wants, but he agreed that you shouldn't judge men based on how much money they have and their height when you're shorter. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you got to look up to me, I'm not too short. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand, like, women make excuses about men being on the same height level as them, or as or a little bit shorter than them. First of all, in my experience, I'm not saying it's everybody's experience, but it is mine. Women that are small, and women have told me this, women that are tall, as well as women that are small, have told me this, that small women want big men to make up for themselves being small, because they have reason to be low self-esteem about being small, or insecure about being small. That's kind of dumb to me because men don't look at women that way. Matter of fact, most men, I think when a woman says that, she's looking for attention, because I've seen most men get in between a bunch of ladies and pick the smallest one in the bunch. I've seen many men do that. I've seen many men talk to me about, I'm sitting in a room with a bunch of guys. I'm the smallest one there. We're all taller than this chick. But the bigger they are, the smaller the girl they want. You know what I'm saying? You know. And girls know that, but yet they say stuff like, oh, well, short men increases my feelings or my, insecure feelings about being small myself. Okay, I'll accept that if you want me to. But, okay, what about men that are taller than you? They're only a head taller than you. Oh, he's not tall enough because he's shorter than the average guy. So he's not tall enough. And see, to me, and I'm not going to spend a whole bunch on a height thing. I don't want you thinking that that's not what this is about. The point is, the excuses that women make, and a woman just said it. I watched a bunch of videos today on this subject about this one lady I just subscribed to, and she talks about how, stay on, come back, I need to watch, stay on, I gotta fix that. I don't know why it cuts out so quick. She talked about the different things that women want. Now she'll say in one video that women should be all these things for a man, but in another video she'll explain why women want bad guys. Okay. That kind of talk right there will make a man pack up and move to Brazil and move to the Philippines and become a passport bro. Okay? Now I know what video now I know what channel I'm gonna put this on. Oh, my food is coming. Let me pause this. Cinnamon bun coffee. Did I tell you it was my day off? Mm-hmm. Should be in bed, but I don't have to go to work tonight. Day off. Sleep whenever I want to sleep. I can stay up as late. I can stay up as late as I want to stay up. I'm so tired. This will knock me out. Matter of fact, I don't think there's no caffeine in it anyway, or any caffeine in it. Good job. Okay. My problem with this woman, this beautiful woman, that I just subscribed to her channel, and she wants to try and, she's not, you got a lot of men and women. I don't think Kevin Samuels was I just watched a video where some guy said Kevin Samuels got men screwed up. In a way, I think he does. But in a bigger way, I think he doesn't. But and Andrew Tate, he definitely got men screwed up. See, as a Christian, I don't practice fornication. That is my sacrifice. And it's a sacrifice that keeps me from... It puts me above all these people. It really does. Yes, I'm going to put myself on a pedestal because I'm anti-worldly. The Bible says, love not the world, nor the things of the world, because if you love the world, you're an enemy of God. And as a Christian, I can't love the world because that makes me an enemy of God. So therefore, I don't like illicit sex. I don't smash and dash with my friends. They're supposed to be my friends. I don't. Me and my women that are around me, we understand up front, because we're Christians and we believe the same thing, that, okay, don't come in my house nervous, because ain't nothing going to happen, and I'm not going in your house nervous because I don't expect nothing to happen. Okay? And, black women, that's a whole different subject. Okay? And people that I'm talking about this because I watched a video that got me talking about this. Okay? And this was a brother that talked about it. He was one of them passport bros, and he was talking about how black women in general, more than any other woman on the planet, and I'm pretty sure he ain't hard on black people like I am, but he said that black women, okay, this last video I watched, how did he put it? Black women, let me see. Let me go. Kevin Samuels got people screwed up. Let me take this off of there. Okay. Where was he? Was he on here?
Man, Kevin Samuels really got a lot of men messed up, man.
Giving away that if some.
A lot of times women will self-sabotage when they know they're not worthy of the good man that's checking for them. That feeling of unworthiness plagues women. Here's the truth. I agree that women have great intuition and they do have a good understanding of themselves and the world. I believe women do look in the mirror more than men give them credit for doing. I think that has got to absolutely hurt. It's gotta hurt.
I just want to know why you have such a...
Let me go back. I want the one where I just watched this guy. Same guy, but YouTube. Okay. History. I gotta find that one that I just watched. Okay, women sabotage themselves. Okay, I got that. Here it is.
You don't owe black women, you don't owe white women. Have a woman in your life that's going to treat you the way that you should be treated, period. The dump truck of apples analogy. Tons of beautiful women in Atlanta. When it comes past the surface, and that actually makes it more difficult because they look good, we have this thing in our head that beauty is equal to virtue. So you see a pretty woman, especially if she's got that girl next door look, not the all dolled up, long nails and everything, but a naturally beautiful woman, you automatically think that she's virtuous.
Those would be the praying mantises.
And women should be really mad at women about this. Men have to dig through so many bad apples to find one or two good ones. And it's tiring.
You're right, sifting
it's
through
tiring. You don't owe black women, you don't owe white women. Have a woman in your life.
So, he's talking about how, he said something really good here. I gotta listen to that again. He said something good here I want to touch on.
The way that you should be treated, period. The dump truck of apples analogy. Tons of beautiful women in Atlanta. When it comes past the surface, and that actually makes it more difficult because they look good, we have this thing in our head that beauty is equal to virtue. So you see a pretty woman, especially if she's got that girl next door look, not the all dolled up, long nails and everything, but a naturally beautiful woman, you automatically think that she's virtuous.
Those would be the praying mantises.
And women should be really mad at women about this. Men have to dig through so many bad apples to find one or two good ones. And it's tiring.
You're right, sifting
it's
through
tiring. You don't owe black women, you don't owe white women. Have a woman.
He's talking about how women what he said in there really got my attention. Well, I understood it, but he said it. It's worth discussing. It's worth, adding to it. He said that women, and this is why I'm still single. This is why I only date Christian women. This is why I, and speaking of black women, the last 2 or 3 black women that I was around, I had my hands in my pocket. Maybe they thought I had money on me that I didn't have because I was in a position of leadership and they didn't know what I make. And I carry myself a certain way. But she gonna pull my hand out of my pocket and put it on her body, her face, her chest, and she gonna touch my crotch. Okay. And then she's going to later accuse me of sexual harassment. Okay. When I tell her, no, you can't leave. You said you were going to do a certain job. Do your job that you signed up for. Because if you don't do it, somebody that is here that's trying to go home got to do your job that you signed up to do because you wanted the overtime. She got highly mad at me, one girl. And she accused me of sexual harassment. Another girl did the same thing. We almost became good friends. These are all black women. And the minute I started catching her breaking the rules, well, what are you doing off the property? We got food here. You need to go over to Arby's and spend more money and for, okay, and leave your post unattended. Hold on, here we go with this crap again. Come back. Come back. Come on back. Hopefully it'll come back. But, she was off the property, and, if she had, left the property and told somebody she's going to leave the property and punched out, because on her break she can do that. She can punch out and take 30 minutes and come back. But she didn't want to do that. She wanted to, act like she was skipping a lunch break, leave the property, and go clear over there, leave her post, and she got caught. And I'm the one that had to come in there and say, you can't do that. And because we're both black, she felt that, a black person doesn't throw a black person under the bus like that. I didn't throw you under the bus. I gave you a chance to confess that that's what you did. Okay? And that you won't do it again. And when I went and spoke to my superiors about it, and they spoke to you, you decided to claim that I was harassing you and that you didn't leave the property when, if we want to turn on the cameras, we can show you leaving the property and coming back, leaving your post unattended when you could have asked your supervisor to cover for you or anything. Okay? Now I'm harassing you. Okay? Another girl, same thing. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to go near the girl. They looked this up on the camera and busted this girl lying and fired her that same day. Because they went to the cameras. Because not only did my boss look it up, but, the police on property looked it up on their cameras. Because she said it to them first before they said it to my boss. And they decided to, do me the favor, because they knew she was going to look like an idiot. They showed me with my hands in my pocket talking to her. Okay, she said I had her, I'm not even going to say it, but she said I was touching her and had her in doggy style position and all that stuff. And it showed the cameras where I was clearly trying to give me and this girl plenty of space because I did not like this girl. Like, and as a Christian, like when I say I don't like a girl, it's not that I don't like her because she's not my type. The girl was very, very lovely to behold. That's how they get away with this crap. But the thing is, I don't like what you would call witches. Okay, I'll use the word that starts with a W. Okay, I don't like witches. Okay, I don't like witches. I don't like women who demand their way with you, and then when they don't get their way, they're gonna get all gangster with it. Okay, but you decide that screw these black women, like he said, I'm gonna go overseas and be a passport bro. Okay, that's the most gangster thing a black man could ever do to a woman. Okay, to a black woman, because black women are only attracted to black men. Foreign women are attracted to white men, black men, and Indian men, and Arab men, and Spanish, and you name it. White women are attracted to more colors of the rainbow than black women. You got, like, the black women are the smallest number of women to date outside their race. Now the Asian girls are starting to catch up to that, and white girls are starting to beat that. White girls, you know, white girls they beat that back way back in slavery time. I mean, they've been beating that for years. There was interracial dating back in Jim Crow's day. You know, a lot of black men got killed for it, but nevertheless, them white women wouldn't leave us alone, you know. And then the black man was always considered the aggressor when, let's get real, if a white girl felt that you was worthy, it's because you didn't approach her like you could just walk up on her and talk to her like you talk to a black woman. You were humble enough to just, you know, keep it clean, and then she would come to you and give you a little bit more, and you would give her a little bit more, and she give you a little bit more, and you give her a little bit more, and then boom, we might as well hook up, you know. We got something good, you know. But I don't like witches. Okay? I totally loathe witches. And I meet them every day of my life. You know? But let me get back to saying this. A woman who is beautiful and has all this potential. She thinks that she has to make a man, and this is a problem. She has to, a man, even though he's not going to be in this feminist world, even though he's not going to be the king of his castle, yet he has to be a king to come in and be with her and end up divorcing or never getting married because she's not going to let him be the king. That's another reason why I only date women of the tribe of Israel or the tribe of Jesus. Okay, I don't, you know, I don't, and when I say Israel, I'm saying that, I'm not a Hebrew Israelites. I'm saying that as an acronym, you know, I'm saying that as a slogan. And that's what they don't understand. They make a big deal about the house of Israel. The house of Israel is the house of Christians. Okay? It doesn't mean you're separating Israel from the Christian population. Everybody is Christian in the Bible. Okay? Jesus ain't coming back for no race. He ain't coming back. And when we get to heaven, he's not going to recognize anybody as Israel. He's going to recognize them as people of God, period. Okay, and that's all. So, in that regard, as long as a woman is of the house of Jesus, okay, she is my sister, and who can become, my sister in the Lord, that is, who can become my friend, who can become my wife. But there ain't no friends with benefits. There ain't no smashing and dashing in the kingdom of God. Okay? You want sex? You better go find your wife. That goes for everybody, not just people that got, you know what I'm saying? That goes for everybody, not just people that are married. That goes for a single man too. Oh, you like sex? You feeling kind of horny? You got sex on your mind? Where's your wife at? Oh, you don't have a wife. Well, guess what? You need to get them thoughts out of your head then, because you ain't getting none. At least you ain't supposed to. Okay? Now, in closing, love is what it is. Now, this woman that I'm talking about, she is so beautiful. Beautiful black woman. She might be biracial. I don't know. She's about my complexion. Beautiful black woman. Totally out of my league, I will admit. I mean, if I saw her, I'd be like, hi and bye. Because it ain't real until it gets real. I'm not even going to try it with her. And I'm pretty sure, she's an average heighted woman, I'm the average height for a woman. I think she's a little bit taller than the average height for a woman, okay? She looks like she's probably about somewhere between 5'7" and 5'10". You know what I mean? I don't want to, and I mean, somebody see me with her, I'm going to be coming home with stitches every day. Because ain't nobody unless they know she serious and madly in love with me, ain't nobody going to let that reunion happen. Ain't nobody going to let that go on. Not with this little guy. I mean, this girl is beautiful. She's the kind of black woman that put all the other black women back on the plantation. Okay? And all the black slave men, okay, they trying to trap her in the field. They all running after her, trying to trap her in the field, killing the white man for touching her. You know what I mean? This will make a slave fight for his freedom. He want to be free to be with this woman, because this woman is fine. Let me see if I can show you. Let me show you this woman. This woman is gorgeous. Man. Let me see if I can show you this woman, then I'm going to close. Really don't have much to say about it, except one thing. Matter of fact, I'll show you the video that I'm talking about. That she, I saw this woman, I showed my friend at work, I says, you talking about this black woman? Because he talking about, he only looks at sisters. He tries to act like he don't find Asian women or white women or any other woman attractive. He just look at sisters. And I showed him this woman, and he was like, yeah, she kind of cute. Dude, kind of cute. Man, that's Halle Berry wish she could be this pretty. Okay? Jennifer Lopez wish she could be this pretty. This woman is gorgeous. Let me get to it here. I watched so many videos of her today. The last one I watched got me doing this video. Here's one.
This is to all my ladies that are like me, career driven. When I had graduated from my master's program, y'all, all I wanted to do was obtain my career goals. I had no interest in being married. I had no interest in really having children. I wasn't sure about that. So I met a woman in my office. She was close to retirement, and she had stopped me and said, Sam, I want you to pause. Are you dating someone? Are you looking to get married? Like, what are you trying to do? And I was like, no, I want to get my LCSW first. Then I'll think about settling down. And she basically challenged that thought process. She said to me that, at that point in her life, that the thing that brought her the most joy was her family that she built with her husband. And she also comparatively showed me other women that had waited long to be able to have a family and were not able to do so. So I would say, don't wait. Have your family. That's what matters. This is to all my ladies.
Let me find the other one. This was the one, if I can find it, that made me a little... She hurt my feelings with this one. Because she went on talking about what women want in a man. Like, oh, I gotta admit, well, yeah, but you can't... That's a double standard. Let me see, maybe this is it.
Let's be real, y'all. Men have one of the most... the manosphere is one of the most powerful voices on the internet today, okay? We are hearing what they're saying. They are being very clear about what they like and what they dislike. And I think a lot of women take issue with that because we are not meeting the preferences that they say they want. We are not meeting the standard. If I was meeting the standard, I wouldn't have an issue with your standard because I meet it. But I have issue or take issue with your standard when I don't meet it, when I'm not the preference, when I don't feel like I'm desirable. That's what it boils down to, is the fact that we want to be desirable, and when we don't feel like we're desirable, and we feel like we're being rejected by what they're saying their preferences are, we're coming at, we're aggressive, we're, poking holes and diminishing what they're saying, discrediting them. But that's their preference. And they're entitled to their preferences. Let's be real, y'all.
That ain't the one.
Men have one of the...
So I actually watched 3 of her videos today. The ladies, don't wait. I'll get to the other one. It's in here. It was the one about... I'll find it. She hurt my feelings when she said this. And you know what I'm saying? Like, whoops, sorry. Up. Get up here. I know it was a short. I'm pretty sure it was a short. I know it was before that. Watched too many of them. I'm getting close. I think. She hurt my feelings with this one video she did tonight. Well, one video of hers I watched tonight. I felt that she... that's a stab in the back to all the other stuff she be saying. You know what I mean? About men being bad boys, women want men. They're attracted to bad boys. Okay, maybe this is it.
I think women use shaming tactics on men because, simply put, our ego can't handle their truth. That's it. Our ego can't handle what they're saying because how it impacts us either makes us less valuable in their eyes, and we don't want to accept that. What they're saying is offensive to us because we know that we're not that. So we find ways to poke holes in their thought processes so that we are somehow more attracted to them.
What content did I watch?
As if arguing someone's perspective is going to change it. Sometimes it does. But when we're talking about attraction, that goes much deeper. So I think, simply put, women shame men for their perspective simply because it does not work in their favor.
See, I fixed
so
that.
Therefore, we diminish.
It's the lighting on this phone that makes the camera go
I think
blurry.
women use shaming tactics on men because, simply put,
Okay, that's not it. Man, how much this woman's content that I watched? I thought I only watched 2 videos. I must have watched like 4. I want you to hear this because I want you to hear where I'm coming from. She hurt my feelings with this one. Because to me it just goes against the other stuff you just heard her say. Why are you saying that, but then you say this too? You should, and you don't give a remedy as to what's going to be done about that, because I am a nice guy and I'm not going to be anything else, you know. And if being a nice guy is wrong, then I guess there ain't no hope for me. I don't care. I'm not going to, be a bad guy. I'm a nice guy. And I'm very patient with women, and, man, wasn't it a short? Uh-oh, okay. Thought it was a short. Okay, I did this tonight too, Jim Carrey. All these videos on, and I'm going to do a video on that. I think I'm getting warm. Here it is. He got a roster. Why girls cannot. This don't look like
here's
it.
the thing. We as women definitely cannot resist a bad boy. Why? Because
Here we
he
go.
comes in with confidence. All right, he comes in saying things. You can tell he has an air of understanding women to a certain extent. He speaks womenese, that's what I call it. He's familiar with women, and you can tell by his demeanor that he's not just talking to you. Okay, he's got a roster, and women like men that are desired by other women. I don't care what a woman says. If a man is desired by other women, he's automatically more attractive. Let's be real. Also, bad boys have the air of being able to protect, like they're gonna fight, that they're gonna be able to, if something was to go down, they got your back. They're gonna be able to make sure that you are safe. There's a sense of safety that a woman feels. And lastly, bad boys are not stunting you, okay? You know they've got other women, and that is what makes them more appealing. They're not tripping on you. If they lose you, they got others. And here's the thing, we as women,
Yeah, that's it.
definitely cannot resist a bad boy. Why?
Okay. Let me tell you something. This is where I get mad, okay? Come on, you work before work. This is where I get a little mad, okay? With what she's saying there. How you have all these relationships and you come up saying that all men are dogs, but all the men that you dated were bad boys, and you still want a bad boy. Why do nice guys like me, thank God I'm a Christian, okay, maybe if I wasn't a Christian I wouldn't be a nice boy, I probably wouldn't. Because what people put me through, if it wasn't for Jesus, I'd be in jail. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I didn't, back in the late 80s, if I hadn't if I hadn't remembered that I was saved, even though I was backslidden, if I hadn't remembered that, I'm a child of God. I'm COG. I'm Church of God. Okay. And even though I tried to denounce that never got away from me. My character and everything kept in line with that. Even though I tried to denounce it because I wanted to be like the world. I wanted to chase the women and all like that. But just going to, like, when I was in Job Corps, it's like, men. There was a guy that was a boxer, okay? and he liked trannies, and he had a girl and her sister that he dated, both of them. And one was older than the other. He was older. The one girlfriend was older than him, and her sister was younger than him. And he dated both of them. And then he would they both dumped him because he was such a jock. He was such an arrogant SOB. He didn't want you going near his tranny, which he couldn't resist because he wasn't going to give him none because he didn't want to get caught like other guys were. He didn't want to get caught, in the bed with this transgender guy. So he would when ain't nobody in the room but him and a couple people, or something like that, he was trying to get his thing on, with this transgender woman, okay? Job Corps was a mess, okay? And then, but yet he don't want you touching his tranny, which, he don't want nobody to know that he's messing with this tranny, but he don't want you messing with his two girlfriends, which happen to be sisters, that dumped him. Okay, they both dumped him real quick. And the one girl, she seemed very mature, you know what I mean? And she was, but I was afraid to go near her because he didn't like me. I'm looking at his ex-girlfriend, and he don't like me. And he already got they already pulled him off a couple people for talking to his ex-girlfriend. And it was like, she dumped you, dude. She can, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to be like number 5, that almost ended up in the hospital for messing with this dude. This dude, I mean, and that's just something that was really, 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 and that's what happens when these women, they hook up with these guys that are bad guys. And when I was in there, most of my friends and neighbors, so to speak, they all had a criminal background. I mean, out of every hand of 5 fingers, okay, 1 or 2 had a more softer background. But in that place, mostly everybody had a criminal background, because they had that experience where you could go to Job Corps and you could work to put yourself in a predicament where you could lower your sentence and get out faster based on your work experience. Plus, you can get a good job if they'll hire you according to your criminal record and all like that, But I mean, my stepdaughter, she got a boyfriend like that. Okay? And he didn't want me in her life. You know what I'm saying? All I did was give her a new place to stay because she wanted to leave the dude. Dude came and threatened my whole family. I said, here's an apartment right here next to mine. I almost shot the dude. And finally, my middle daughter, Rachel, she caught him one day. She made sure she got the police there before he come talking that threatening crap to her, I almost shot the dude. I mean, he was, oh my God. But, in the middle of this, I know these guys. And she has the nerve to say why women want bad guys. It doesn't matter. It only takes one in a woman's life for her to say, okay, I ain't going there no more. Men aren't like that. Men don't, Men understand there's a difference between, see, that's why you can't give women, we claim that women are smarter than us and all like that. I do that. I'm always putting women on a pedestal and saying that women are smarter and all like that. But they're the worst judgments of character. Why do you keep on going back to your vomit? You vomit these guys up and then suck them right back up again. And it's not like a nice guy can't be good in bed. It's not that a nice guy can't be romantic. It's not that a nice guy, like she was saying, ain't going to protect you. But you get the wrong vibes from the wrong men. How dare you say something like that? Now, I'm pretty sure that's a short, okay? So that's probably part of another video. She starts off, but here's the thing, though. Well, hold up. No, here's the thing. No, it's not. If you know that bad guys have put you in this predicament where you're single, looking at pretty, looking at fantastic, taking care of yourself like that, how dare you sit there and even bring that up? What you should be saying is how women can, see, that's not, all these women and men want to get on YouTube and all of a sudden they got a license out of nowhere to be a therapist. Well, wait a minute. You don't have to do a video. You don't do a video on stay away from bad guys and then this is why we love bad guys video. Huh? No, you only need to speak about one thing. Ladies, this is how you keep yourself from getting in trouble. This is the kind of man you want to be with, that's going to stay with you and be with you. Okay? I'm going to do a part 2 of this video. I didn't mean for this to go to 50 minutes long, but I'm going to do a part 2 of this. But love, this is why I'm a Christian, and this is why, you know what I mean, I don't, you know, I'm not out there in that world, you know, with all these women that know how to dance and shake their booty and wear the clothes and got their belly button out and you know what I mean, and everybody, you know, we're making all this money off of these women who love the, you know, women now go to the gym for the sole purpose of what? To shake their body in front of men. They don't need it for their job. They don't need it for, you know, the women are going to the gym to be body beautiful because they see the power and manipulation in it, where they can manipulate and overpower people. And I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women. And more women are feminists today than there are that are not. Okay? And I'm the king. Whether you the queen or not, I'm the king in my relationships. You know. The minute you go to talking to me like you're giving me something that puts me in my place, I'm going to let you know how. Did you forget I'm not a fornicator? Did you forget that I have no problem leaving you because I'm not giving you anything but love? I'm not giving you sex. I'm not asking you for anything. So how are you going to put me in my place and tell me where the rubber meets the road every day? Put your hands on your hips around me and tell me the way it's going to be. Hold up. You ain't my wife. You ain't even my friend with benefits. You just a lady friend of mine that I'm being a gentleman with. You ain't going to tell me squat. Okay? But this took a little bit of a slight angle from where I really wanted it to go. So I'm going to stop. I knew I probably should have waited till tomorrow to do this video, but there's some good pointers in here. I'll save it. Part 2 coming up pretty soon. I don't even know the title of this video, but God bless you. Thank you for watching.